Okay, out here in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, got the EJ1 delivery car. I'm just gonna test the POV setup. I think this is the second video I've done with this headset or whatever on. So it's a wide angle lens, and I changed a couple settings. I want you guys to let me know how it looks and what you think about it. But we're just gonna go for a little cruise. Maybe we'll see some old buildings and stuff along the way. Got pollen all over the car. If you rinse it off, the pollen just comes right back. I just wiped this dash and the pollen is already back. So we'll go for a little cruise and see how it looks. Hopefully we can enjoy the ride. Look both ways. Get out of this gravel. All right. Also gonna test and see with the window halfway down, how does it sound and all that stuff. We're not going racing around, nothing crazy, just enjoying the ride. Check out this old house. Pretty cool. See stuff like that in the North Carolina countryside all the time. So far, you know, it's still a survivor, so it's kind of cool to see. And there's a lot of barns out here and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, kind of keeping it, I guess, in the speed limit. Nothing crazy. We're not going to Mexico today. This isn't a race car. This is kind of an old building there. So let me know what you think, guys, how this looks. And we'll enjoy the countryside. So these are those generic coilovers still, so the car is still pretty bouncy. So some of these roads can get a little rough. Oh, there's some buildings in there, in the woods there. Yeah, we'll probably go for more of these cruises together if you want. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these in Driving Daily fashion. I have to switch up the videos, you know, do different stuff all the time. So figured I'd go back to this, kind of keep it a rotation. But I love these old back roads. This one's a little bumpy, but it's not bad. Still some pretty cool scenery. If you've never been to North Carolina, or you've only been to the cities, you've been missing out on this. So the pollen has been coming in heavy the last couple days. It's not even at its peak yet, but it's enough to get everywhere. You know, you're looking at your phone one minute, you wipe it off, and then you look back and there's pollen on it. So all right. So we'll go this way. We'll just keep driving for a few minutes. I'm trying to keep this maybe under like 10 minutes or something. Just a little cruise. But yeah, I do need to wash the Civic. But with all this pollen, it's just gonna get messed up again. Grass there. So that building caved in. It didn't make it. It was an old barn. Some of these old barns are going out, you know. Not all of them are maintained. Some are. And it's good to see when they are. History of this area. Different types of barns. I don't know all the different types of barns. I know there's you know, tobacco barns. There's, like, I guess they call bucking barns or whatever, where they hang the tobacco up and all that stuff. So there's different types. And maybe that's not what this video is about, but maybe we'll go on a barn hunting tour and record some of those for you know, for the future, and put them on the channel here, make a video so we can see even in the future, maybe when some of these barns aren't here anymore. The old corner building there. Let's see. Let's go up. We'll go up here. We'll go up 158 here. Berea. We're out in Berea. That's where we are. If you're familiar with the area, let me know. And if there's anything you want me to check out close to here, we could probably do it. There's a little grill there. That's pretty cool. Never been there. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey, a little EJ1. Nice. Alright. Yeah, you gotta be careful with areas like that, because I looked down and I was going a little faster than the speed limit, and 35 zone, and it doesn't look like it should be. But there's more barns and buildings. Enjoying the ride. Old Chevy on the side of the road there. I wonder why it broke down. Wonder what went wrong. Can it be fixed? Be a great little fixer-upper. If you could pick that thing up for a few $100 maybe, and maybe it's nothing major. So guys, let me know if you want to see more of the POV videos. We can go drive different places. This is, you know, kind of a test in a way. It's the second one. These are all kind of tests, really, experiments, to see how much you can see in the windshield, and is it worth it for the scenery and all this. Because this what we're just seeing now is just the tip of the iceberg. It's nothing compared to what's out here. And there's a lot of stuff to see. A lot of stuff to see in the countryside. Some of it's open and rolling hills. Some of it's these tight, like almost mountain type roads. You know, there's a lot of different stuff to see out here. And yes, some of these, you know, you could, your car, you could stretch the legs a little bit if you wanted to. Look at the purple blooms. Those are beautiful. Let me know what those are in the comments if you know. And we're not gonna stretch the car's legs today, though. That we're not trying to do that on camera. We gotta go to Mexico to do that, right? And also, it's not that type of car. That'd be a different car and a different video. But yeah, it's very scenic out here. A lot to take in, as you know, old barns, old buildings. It's amazing how many of them are still standing. And you know, people repurpose them and stuff too, and they use them to store different things. That's where the whole thing, the barn find, you know, if it was something you might have had like farm equipment in, sometimes you find like that there's somebody that's parked cars in there, so they get repurposed, and that's one way that they some of them can last longer. But like that one we saw earlier that was collapsed, you know, they don't all make it. And I think that one had a car in it too, if I'm not mistaken. There was a car underneath there. So that's sad for the building and for the car. But yeah, More purple blooms. We're gonna see more and more of that in the next week or two, probably. So maybe I'll get some of that on camera, a little more specifically. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while we just go on this little cruise. Probably gonna find a little place to end it here soon. And that tree is looking good. All kinds of old cars out here too. You never know what you're gonna find. You'll see in somebody's yard, like that. You probably couldn't see it, but that was an old C3 Corvette. So I always thought those were beautiful cars. They weren't the fastest, but I always thought they looked cool. They had an elegant look to them, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what generation Corvette that you like. Well, C5 and before. The new ones don't count. So C6 through C8 doesn't count for this poll. But let me know if you like the C4, C3, or the original ones. So the C2s, the split window 60s model. Do you like that, or you just want the first generation? Those are pretty cool. I got a couple of the car shows we recorded on this channel, in the car shows playlist. There's a couple first generation Corvettes made it into the cut. Beautiful cars. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Just let you, we'll end on a good note. Cruising in towards, I think Oxford, North Carolina is this way. So this is a good video for the day. I think we'll put this up. Let us know what you think of it. Hope y'all enjoyed the drive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one.